I'm Ariel and this is Maven Unmasked, and welcome to my quick unboxing and first impressions of the Dark Mansion Tarot. This is the 3rd edition. So I had seen this deck probably a few years ago, maybe now, and it was on my list for when I took my hiatus. And now that I'm back, we are going to unbox it and take a look. So take that paper off. Beautiful, soft, matte finish to the box. Okay, nice, hard, sturdy case. On the back of the deck, it says 78 beautifully illustrated cards and easy to use 74 by 120 millimeters. It's printed on high quality silk laminated matte paper. Okay, it's been illustrated by Magdalena Caxon, and it is a production of TerraTecaStudio.com. Okay, so this is inside. All right, so we've created this tarot deck for 2.5 years, putting our heart and commitment into it. We hope that you will love it as much as we do. So this is the regular edition. This is not the special edition. And then this is just what the rest of the inside of the box looks like. Okay. All right. So I love that these are not gilded. I love that they're edged in black. I think it gives a really nice finish to the deck. The cardstock feels absolutely wonderful. They're super bendy. So if you're someone who doesn't like that, maybe I would consider using another deck. It doesn't really bother me much. It's almost like the same thickness as something like Everyday Witch. Okay. And here is the backs. Really, really beautiful, celestial, dreamy. You've got the clouds here, the sun, the moon, the stars, all of that. Okay. And then they've got something that says coming soon here. Not sure what this is, but we'll keep an eye out. If you know the deck these are from, please let me know down in the comments below. Okay, and as usual, I'm not going to show you all the cards. I'm only going to show you a few. I really wanted to get this deck just because I thought it was going to be a ton of fun, especially as we come into the cooler months. Okay. It's just really kitschy, which I think is great. We've got the High Priestess. I apologize for any background noise, you guys. I'm working. The Empress. Let's not show them all. Let's see. I love this depiction of the lovers. Okay. And I also really love this depiction of the Chariot because it's totally a scene you can put yourself in. I love the art in this deck. It's very Tim Burton-ish, so if you like Tim Burton, this may be a good deck for you. It's certainly very fun and imaginative. Wheel of Fortune. It's a fun depiction, right? Justice. Death. Flip them all the right way over here. Okay. The Devil. Interestingly enough, seeing the Devil depicted as a woman, which is something I haven't seen much of in any of my decks. The Tower. It's like a classic haunted house feel, right? The Star. Oh, like this one. Judgment. Two of Wands. The Three of Wands, which is very Wizard of Oz-ish to me. Four of Wands. It's really pretty. Let's see. Eight of Wands. I always like when there's a person on the Eight of Wands card instead of just a bunch of wands flying through the air. So I always really appreciate that. Let's see. Don't want to show everything. Pretty. Two of Cups, Three of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Queen and King of Cups, flip that over. Ooh, really like this one, the Three of Swords. So I was just having a conversation about this the other day. When I was in Savannah, there was a shop I went to, and the guy was like, oh, check out the back of the store. It's down the hall. It's a totally different world over there. So I did, and they had one of these. So these mourning lockets is, I believe, what they were called. Back in the Victorian era, a loved one would die, family member would die. They would cut off a piece of their hair and put it in a locket, normally with their picture, sometimes not. This one, I don't believe so. But I love this depiction for the Three of Swords. It's by far one of my favorite card in this deck so far. Super cool. Really appreciate that. Okay. Six of Swords. Ten of Swords. I think it's interesting always too to look at the tarot cord together. So you have the Queen and the King of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Good. Hello.
How are you? Feel free to ask me questions about anything.
Four of Pentacles. Okay. And the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So that is all I'm going to show for the cards. And then, per usual, I'll just pull a card or two for the collective, for anyone who's watching this video, whenever they're watching this video. I call in your angels, your guides, your ancestors, your loved ones in spirit to be here with us, to give you a message for your best and highest good. What do you need to know? What do you need to do? What do you need to work on? One last shuffle. Okay. So the card we have on the bottom of the deck, the shadow card, the underlying theme that permeates the entire reading, we have the Three of Swords, which we just talked about. So grief, pain, loss, heartache. Okay, we're mourning something. There's a loss of some sort. The first card of our reading, we have the Ten of Wands. Okay, so for a lot of us, we may have been carrying a lot of heavy burdens, a lot of weight on our shoulders, a lot of stress, things on our back, that kind of nature. I feel like for a lot of us, this may have to do with love and relationships. But please apply this message to you, however it applies to you, if it applies to you, okay? But it's time to put down some of that weight and pick up some wisdom. We have the owl here, like, hiding in the trees. Where is he? There he is. Hiding in the trees, looking down at him, you know, carrying all this heavy stuff. So if you were wise, you would put some things down and, you know, maybe make a couple trips instead of trying to carry all the groceries in the house at once, that kind of thing. But put down the weight and the burden and the baggage. The next card we have is the Magician. So what magic are you creating? What do you need to take a closer look at? So as you put these things down, how does that enable you to see the situation differently, pay a little bit deeper attention to the details, what is working, what isn't working, how you can make it, you know, work together. It's like getting ingredients together for a soup. So maybe this relationship, there's a little too much tension and spice and not enough communication and passion, things of that nature, okay? If this pertains to certain spell work that you're doing, Three of Swords around heartbreak, okay, or a relationship, you know, what is the doctrine of signatures for the herbs and the crystals and candle colors, or however you work your magic that you're using? Is it appropriate for the working that you're trying to do? Is it appropriate for what you're trying to manifest? We had the full moon recently, so those kinds of things. But you have all the tools already at your disposal to do and get done what it is that needs to be done, okay? And then the last card we have here is the Hermit. So taking some time for introspection. Again, we're coming back to that wisdom. What is a better way of doing things? If you've been trying the same thing over and over and over again with this person, this relationship, this situation, and it's not working, maybe it's time to take some time to yourself, by yourself, analyze the situation, your role, the other person's role, and come out of the situation wiser and stronger. But I'm Arielle, and this has been Maven Unmasked with the Dark Mansion Tarot unboxing and first impressions. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, follow me on Instagram. If you'd like to book a reading with me, my website is www.MavenUnmasked.com. It would be an honor to work with you. But have a great one, lovelies, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.